Jeannie walked in and said, "This is Jamie Clausen, call 911. I was in absolute shock.
She looked really tired and like she's been fighting a battle for weeks.
In cases like this, we often need a big break, and it was Jamie herself who gave us that break.
We begin with the escape that has captivated the nation. Here's the first photo of Jamie Claus since she was found alive. It was taken at the hospital after she was reunited with her aunt and the family dog. Claus back home after 3 months in captivity.
Still, so many just can't believe this. There were thousands of tips, countless hours of searching, but in the end, Jamie saved herself.
Jamie is the hero in this case. There's no question about it. And she's the one that helped us break the case.
Claus was found in Gordon. She had been missing since her parents were shot to death October 15th.
Authorities say she was taken against her will by 21-year-old Jake Patterson. He was arrested just minutes after Jamie was found.
One of my patrol sergeants happened to find a vehicle that matched the description that Jamie gave my deputies of the suspect and pulled the vehicle over and took the suspect in custody at that time.
We continue team coverage tonight. CBS 58's David Schuman has more on the suspect from Gordon.
First, we go to CBS 58's Lindsey Branwell and Barron with Jamie's escape.
Franchise leading 7 grand slams, and he sends this one high and deep to right center, and it is way out of here.
And just like that, the Brewers are back in the playoffs. You could call it the Grand Slam heard around the world. Ryan Braun catapults the Crew to an early lead.
They go on to take down the Reds 9-2, extending their winning streak to 6. The Brewers celebrate after the game with a little bit of champagne. Got team coverage on the Red Hot Brewers. Christina Tuso in Cincinnati tonight. She spoke to the players after the game.
And Brittany Lewis is at Miller Park with reaction from fans. But first, sports director Kevin Holden breaks down this huge Brewers win.
And this Brewers team is a train that's been picking up steam and rolling over everything in its path for weeks. And that train was unstoppable tonight, with the team needing one more win to clinch a spot in the postseason.
I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry.
A dramatic and historic move. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced an impeachment inquiry of President Donald Trump.
Pelosi was reluctant to move towards impeachment, but changed her mind after a whistleblower complaint. President Trump admits he pushed a foreign government to investigate unfounded claims about 2020 campaign rival, former Vice President Joe Biden.
But there was pressure put on with respect to Joe Biden.
Calling upon a foreign power to intervene in his election. This is a breach of his constitutional responsibilities.
President Trump dismissed the inquiry over Twitter, calling it, quote, witch hunt garbage. Reaction to the announcement was swift. Sharon Bajenda talked to local voters.
But first, we go to David Schuman with how state lawmakers are responding. David?
The thing that's so important to know about impeachment is that it is a political process, not a judicial one that's carried out in courtrooms. For each step forward, there have to be votes, and those votes would include our Wisconsin congressional leaders.
A massive drug bust in Kenosha County is making national headlines. 2 brothers are accused of making illegal vaping cartridges in their home, and authorities say concerned parents helped lead to their arrest.
These parents were courageous for what they did, and they should be commended.
The drug bust comes as health officials investigate hundreds of vaping-related illnesses across the country.
And authorities are working to learn whether the brothers are to blame for cases in our area. CBS 58's David Schuman is live in front of the Bristol condo that officials say served as their home base. David.
Police say inside this house behind me, there was an assembly line of serious drug manufacturing. It was from here that thousands of vaping cartridges filled with THC got pumped out into the neighborhoods.
And we've been staying on top of the vaping crisis. The doctors first issued a public health warning in July after 8 Wisconsin teens got sick. The first vaping death was reported in Illinois on August 23rd. 6 days later, the Milwaukee Health Department told people to stop vaping immediately. Then last Thursday, the number of vaping illnesses in our area rose to 34.
Good for the Brewers hitters, not great for Chase Anderson. Yelich crumbles to the ground after fouling one off his foot.
We start with breaking news tonight. It's something Brewers fans do not want to see. MVP Christian Yelich goes down after taking a ball to the knee. The hit forced Yelich to leave the game.
And we just learned he is now out for the rest of the season. Kevin Holden joins us in the studio with more.
Yeah, if you could talk about one moment that could potentially change the Brewers' playoff push in a bad way, this is it. Christian Yelich fouled a ball and Brian Anderson set off his foot, but the slow-mo will tell you it's off his kneecap in his first at-bat in Miami tonight. Painful to see. Yelich stands in full extension there and fouls it right off the center of the kneecap on the right leg. Little better moment or better angle here from the third base side. Yelich with that long stride, and there it is, right off that front leg. So Yelich is down for quite a while, tried to get up there for a moment, could not get up. He would eventually get up and walk off the field without any help. That was, we thought for a moment, the good news, but then after the game, David Stearns has confirmed Christian Yelich is done for the rest of the 2019 regular season. The Brewers lose a man who won the MVP last year, who has led the major leagues in a lot of statistical categories this year, had a chance to win yet another MVP. Certainly the most valuable player on this Brewers team, and he is done for the rest of the year.
Worst case scenario. All right, thanks, Kevin. As you'd expect, Brewers fans are devastated to hear that one of the team's heaviest hitters won't be available for the playoff push.
Christian Yelich is incredibly important for the team. If there's, I don't know if we're mathematically eliminated yet, but if there's any hope for us getting a wild card spot, like, he has to be a part of it.
It's not good. That worries me a lot. Going into this, kind of like you're always happy that there's baseball in September, that you've got the Brewers have a chance and there's always something going on. This is a real kick to the shins.
Welcome to Scream City. Milwaukee's Fear District is officially open downtown right next to Pfister Forum. It's got everything you need to get spooked this Halloween.
We're talking haunted houses, movies, maybe a corn maze. We sent CBS 58's Brittany Lewis to get scared. Hello, Brittany.
And Bill, I'm constantly scared. I'm wondering, like, at any moment, is someone just going to jump out behind me, or what's going to happen? Lizzie Crow is here. I don't know whether to scream or laugh with everything that she does. But night one here in the Fear District just wrapped up. It was a success by all accounts, and certainly a lot to do here. We are in Scare Acres. It's one of 3 haunted attractions here. There is also food and drinks and different Halloween games, and they also plan on having Halloween movies every Thursday from here on out.
We have family friendly, so we have face painting out here. We have different types of events for our kids to come out. Our not so scary monsters will be in the corners. They'll be able to have high fives out here and have fun. And then once 6 o'clock hits on Saturday from 6 to 11, and then from 6 to 8 on Sunday, that's when the scare comes back out, and that scarecrow will be in here for sure.
You are so good at running through all of that with her, like, lurking behind you. I was scared that she was going to yell at any moment. But Bill and Natalie, I think we all need to come out here because I'm very curious to see just kind of how everyone reacts to all of the scary situations out here.
Other than that jump scare right there, Brittany, what was the scariest part for you? You're still freaked out.
I'm not sure if I should just laugh or scream the whole time. But hey, you guys, we walked through the corn maze here 3 times. And right here, hopefully he's not here still. I walked past this exact spot 3 times, and every single time I screamed when the man's head popped up here. I knew it was coming, but I still screamed every single time. So much fun out here. I would highly encourage everyone to come out here if you get the chance. If you get the chance to do so.
All right, Brittany, well, you're the brave one. Thank you for giving us that tour. And
my heart.
That actually got me. That scarecrow screamed at her and I jumped. Well, new tonight, most of us have had some heart-pounding moments in haunted houses.
The Milwaukee Bucks sharing some of their own.
Come on, bro, stop following us!
Dante DiVincenzo, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, and Cam Reynolds faced off against the new Fear District. They made it through the first haunted house after a few scares. They had some reservations about going through another. Here's the moment they built up the courage, though, to go into the second.
I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready. Okay, can we be as a team? Like, let's get closer a little bit.
I guess I would think if you're tall.
I know these are large athletic men. I wouldn't think they'd be.
I'm not athletic, but Bill and I are both tall, and there's no way I'm going through that.
I don't.
I'd be the first person screaming, so
Yeah,
I'm with them.
no.
I totally
That's-
understand
I'm
the
with you
reaction.
too. Bill's too big for us.
I'm
but-
a little, no, I'm too much of a realist. I don't care about ghosts and goblins. I worry about getting sick and not being able to afford health.
Yeah, it's the jump scare that does it for me. Yeah. It's not. I'm not worried about the ghouls and goblins.
Ghouls
it's the
and
jump out
witches,
thing.
yeah, whatever.